News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
Tonight on News 46, Governor Sandoval speaks about the future of Nevada.
Former First Lady of Nevada Dawn Gibbons speaks to us about ACON.
And is it the last chance for Last Chance Park? News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell and news across Nevada with Janet Eric. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, May 11th, 2011. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle for News 46. Topping our news tonight, a two-vehicle accident resulted in one person being transported to Desert View Hospital.
A two-vehicle accident here on Elderberry and Homestead this afternoon. There was 2 injuries reported. Nye County Sheriff's deputies arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's Auxiliary. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue transported only one of those injured. One man was suffering a cut to his wrist. The other woman happens to be Kay Broadhead. She is the great-grandmother of the 3 children who tragically lost their lives in the structure fire on Prospector in April. Kay was transported to Desert View Hospital with minor injuries. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating the cause of this accident, which appears to be the one vehicle with the male driver running the stop sign here at Elderberry, running right into Mrs. Broadhead. And once again, Nye County Sheriff's deputies blocked both lanes of traffic while they were conducting the investigation. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue transported only one locally. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
At the Nye County Republican Central Committee luncheon, Governor Brian Sandoval made an announcement regarding the replacement of Senator John Ensign and spoke to Deanna O'Donnell about the future in regards to the economy and renewable energy in Nevada.
Another thing that I'm proud to state is I sent the paperwork to Washington, D.C. last week. I believe as of Tuesday, Dean Heller will be your next United States Senator.
We all love Dean.
Well, I was very pleased to be invited to the opening of the facility out in Boulder City, and that's one of the largest photovoltaic solar fields in the world. And I just spoke with a gentleman who's here today who's going to be a manufacturer of solar panels. So yes, that's an important part of the future, but we need to, I'm going to focus on technology as well, but renewable energy, solar energy, geothermal energy are important as well.
What's some of the things that you really focus on as far as the rural places like Pahrump here?
Well, education's important. The economy is extremely important. I think those 2 things. But, again, I don't think there are struggling families out here, and I think it's very important that we not tax them. I know Pahrump is working very hard on economic diversification and bringing new business here, and we want to have a very strong and balanced business environment so businesses want to continue to come here.
I know that former First Lady Dawn Gibbons is here, and she was talking about you putting money towards autism.
Yes. No, and I have a tremendous amount of respect for Dawn Gibbons, the former First Lady. She's somebody that I've worked with. As part of, our economy is improving, and I was able to completely and fully fund the autism programs in the state of Nevada. I know that's something that's extremely important to her.
My goal is to be the hardest working governor in the United States of America. I'm so proud of the state of Nevada. I'm so proud to work for all of you. Yesterday, I've been supportive of the veterans, supportive of law enforcement. God bless all of you. God bless our great state, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much.
The former First Lady of Nevada attended the Picnic with Your Governor luncheon at the Pahrump Winery. We spoke to Dawn Gibbons.
I'm doing great. It's great to be here in Pahrump, especially at this beautiful location, and great to see the governor.
Why did you decide to come out?
To support Pahrump, but also to support our governor. and I think he's doing great things, and he fully funded our autism program, and I was down at the legislature lobbying for these families, and he kind of put me out of work for doing that, but obviously I have a lot to do at NBC.
I know that you're really for getting some funding for the autism, and that's one of your major things that you're going for. Tell about that.
Well, we're excited because the governor did find some extra money on the ad backs, and so now we're going to be able to help those, not only the 174 that we've been helping, but the 300 and more that are on the waiting list. So we're very thrilled about that because, now it's 1 in 110 are diagnosed autistic, and that's not a crisis, it's a catastrophe.
It really is. How can people get more involved and donate to this cause?
Well, we have a website, Autism Coalition of Nevada. It's called ACON, ACON.org, and I do hope people will participate. Obviously, they can get hold of me at KSNV News 3, and I will get them involved in any kind of project they want.
How's it going working for NBC?
Oh, I love it. They're so good to me, and they're really involved in the community and do a lot to make a difference in people's lives. And it's just like you. A lot of people look at the media as the fourth branch of government because we're the voice of the people.
And on behalf of a mom who has a kid with autism, thank you so much for championing.
Thank you, and I hope that you're going to get the resources you need now because it has been a very big challenge. And let me tell you, we had a lot of sleepless nights working for that money, but Governor Brian Sandoval kept his promise and came through.
Thanks.
And I was fortunate. I was able to attend the picnic. This last weekend, it was beautiful weather.
Yeah.
It was just barely breezy. It wasn't too windy, which I have a feeling I heard you mention that we're going to have some wind coming up.
I'll leave that surprise for later.
But there were a lot of people there, really good support. There were some protesters outside.
I did
but
hear
you know
about
what?
that, yeah.
It's a free country, so good for you.
That's right.
And I'm glad you can protest here without
Absolutely.
having your government leader shoot you. So anyway, yeah, it was a great picnic, great weather.
Awesome. Excellent. Well, folks, we got much more local news coming up for you right after this short break. Please keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
Welcome back to News 46. Town Board member Dr. Tom Waters went on a field trip with KPVM yesterday. We wanted to find out just how far away the proposed Last Chance Park trailhead is from the human remains of what has been determined to be an American Indian burial site.
Well, Last Chance Park, we were supposed to pick one of three locations or one of three options. There were two locations, and one was discontinue the park completely. And we chose to go ahead and continue the park and also challenge BLM on some issues so we can go ahead and try and get things moving along.
So tell me, what's the option that we're looking at right now?
The option is at Bella Vista and Banovich. It's a 10-acre plot right there, and one of the big, holdups was the fact that they found some bones out there. And many people were saying the bones were found right on the spot where we want to put the park. Well, finding out that that's not true, I feel very good about going on with the park.
I know we went out there yesterday and looked at the area and kind of surveyed where they were actually found and where you're looking at the park. Tell everybody what this park really is.
The park is going to be a natural park, and it's right on the area of Bella Vista and Banovich, and it'll be a natural park. It'll be something that the people heading out to Death Valley can stop in. The regular citizens here in Pahrump can also go out there and enjoy it. It'll be a natural park. It's not going to be built up, and it's not going to have running water or anything like that. It'll be something nature and natural, and because we want to go ahead and maintain as much as the heritage for the Native Americans that are in the area.
And it's kind of like a trailhead, just like an entrance.
That's correct. people will be able to park there, and if they want to go up and look at the mountain, they can, but we don't expect a whole lot of that. We really expect them to be able just to view the mountain. And again, it's going to be something that's going to protect the Native American land, because once it's a park, then the town of Pahrump can protect that area. But it is coming up again because it's something that we have to do. Again, we voted on it last town board meeting, and it's going to come up again because there's still some people who say they don't want to park there, but all the residents in the area want to park there, and that's a good thing. And they did the study correctly. They did workshops. They did all the proper procedures to handle this and create a park atmosphere. So I think it's a good thing for Pahrump, and it's a good thing for the area.
Wonderful. And for more information, if people want to contact you?
Oh, they can contact me at my Pahrump cell phone. It's 775-764-0949, or they can send me an email at twaters@PahrumpNV.org, which is my town email address.
Thank you so much, Tom.
Thank you.
So as it turns out, the American Indian remains are actually about 1.5 miles away from the proposed site.
That's quite a bit of distance.
Yeah, it is. It's quite a bit. I wouldn't want to have to walk 1.5 miles, I'll tell you that. So.
Listen to you. That's so funny. All right. Well, the Ian Deutsch Golf Tournament to benefit the Pahrump Disability Outreach Program was held this past weekend. The event happened just a couple days after the deputy's name was placed on the wall at the state capitol. This Sunday, the fallen officer's name will be placed on the wall in Washington, D.C. We spoke to Ian's best friend and fellow officer with the Nye County Sheriff's Department, Eric Murphy.
Everybody's checked in. They just started teeing off, and it looks like it's going good.
So tell me, how many entrants did we have?
Looks like we ended up with 72, almost 80 people.
Wonderful. And this is all to benefit Pahrump Disability Outreach Program?
That's correct. All the proceeds will go to Pahrump Disability Outreach Program, which is a program that was set up by Paula Cooper and David Berukowitz for children that need assistance here in Pahrump.
And we have people sponsoring holes, don't we?
Yes, we have several businesses that came forward and sponsored holes. Saida Trudeau gave $30,000 toward a car. The car's sitting out there on the golf course, so it's a really good cause, and a lot of people stepped forward.
Wonderful. That is such a great thing. How did they win the car?
What they have to do is they have to tee off from the tee box and land a hole in one shot. If they land a hole in one shot, then they get $30,000 toward a car.
And then they're going to have a buffet a little bit later?
Yes, we're going to have a buffet, and several businesses donated raffles and raffle prizes, so we'll be raffling off some good prizes and stuff too.
Wonderful. And how can people donate all year long to Pahrump Disability Outreach?
So all they have to do is go on their website, which is www.pdop.com, I believe.
And we're going to be doing this next year?
Yes, my goal is to organize it and have it go every year in Ian's memory.
And a little bit more about Ian. How did it go at the state capitol?
It went good at the state capitol. They, I don't know how you'd put it, fortunately or unfortunately, they only had 2 officers that were killed in the state of Nevada in 2010. One was the marshal that was in Vegas at the federal building, and then Ian. And it went really good. It was a great honor for his memory, and his family was there, and the name looks really good on the wall.
It does. And then I know that we're going to be going up to D.C.?
Yes, Washington, D.C. is going to do their national memorial that they do every year. Basically, it'll start off on the 13th of May. They'll do the candlelight visual, and then Sunday the 15th is when they do the actual ceremony unveiling the name and on the wall.
You're going to be going to that as well?
That's correct.
Yes. Thank you so much for letting us know, and hopefully we'll get some pictures back from you.
Thank you.
A concert will be held this weekend at Rosemary Clark Middle School. Tickets are half price right now, and only a few are left. The headliner for this concert is American Idol star Phil Stacey. We spoke to Desiree Collins from Cup of Faith about the event.
On Saturday, we're actually having American Idol Phil Stacey. We're doing a benefit concert for Helping Hands for Jesus. He's going to be at the Rosemary Clark Middle School. Doors open at 4 o'clock.
Wow. There's a special going on with the tickets right now, though. It's really time to buy them.
Absolutely. We want to sell out, and we don't have all that many tickets left. I do still have probably 100, 150, but we're doing a buy one, get one free.
Wow.
The ticket price points are $10 for the bleacher seats or $15 for the folding chairs that are going to be set up on the gymnasium floor.
Tell a little bit about Phil Stacey.
Phil Stacey was on American Idol Season 6. He is the music minister for his church in Kansas City, Missouri. And he's been a Christian since he was born. His dad and both of his grandfathers, all three of them actually, were pastors. And he was actually a chaplain in the Navy.
Wow, wonderful. What else? Do we have any other performers performing at this show?
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be a 3-hour event. We're going to start out with local church groups. We have the Children's Choir from the Catholic Church. We have For His Grace from First Southern Baptist. We have Alive from The Way Baptist. And we have 2 young girls, Cheyenne and Tiffany. They go to Shadow Mountain Fellowship. They're going to be performing. And then after all the local groups get done, we're going to have Pastor Hector Rodriguez from Las Vegas. He's also going to perform.
This is going to be a great show. So how can people get tickets?
They can either call the store here. It's 751-0407. They can stop in here, or they can stop into Ace Hardware, the Party Store, Shadow Mountain Feed, or Homestead Cafe.
And what's the time and all the particulars on the show?
Well, the doors open at 4 o'clock. That way people can get in, get seated down, pick their chairs out. There's no reserved seating, so it's a first come, first serve if you want the front row. Then the show is going to start at 5. Also, Phil Stacey is going to have products there. He's going to have T-shirts and CDs and all that kind of stuff. And he's going to be the last performer because he's the headliner. And he's also going to come down after he gets finished singing and meet and greet everyone.
Wonderful. So this is all at Rosemary Clark Middle School this Saturday.
That's correct. This Saturday, May 14th.
And for more information, what's the phone number?
751-0407.
Thanks.
One of the 8 lovely ladies will be named Miss Senior Golden Years on June 4th at the Saddle West, and reigning queen Connie Allenbaugh will be stepping down. In the coming week, we will introduce you to each of the contestants that are competing for the crown.
Hi, I'm Donna Jokinen. My platform is to continue with feeding and clothing the homeless through my church, and to also continue with the ministry of Angel Tree, which is where the incarcerated women and men write us and let us know that they would really like their daughters or sons to have a gift for Christmas. So we make sure that they have a nice Christmas present and a piece of clothing, and we also make sure that the caretakers have a nice gift as well. I also am in the Sheepshed Shingers, which is a choir group where we go to the nursing homes and to the different places in town, like the community center and the Fifth Sunday Sings, to lighten their spirits and to help raise a smile on their face. I also help a couple elderly ladies and stuff. I drive them around to the doctors and to the cancer center in Las Vegas and take them grocery shopping and help them with laundry. And I'm hoping to get more people to help and to volunteer, either through RSVP or to take on some people by themselves like I've done and to help them. We need a lot of people helping. Right now we have a lot of elderly in this town that cannot drive. Thank you.
So now we were talking earlier about the win,
Yes.
and I got some bad news. It's only getting worse from here on out.
That's terrible.
Who knows? We might be able to attribute it to our worst weather in the nation today, which is a certain famous Norse god. I won't ruin that for you either. Folks, don't go
Okay.
anywhere. We'll have your 7-day forecast coming up right after this break.
Brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to News 46. I'm Rick Vale with your weather. We had a 20% chance of rain today, but I don't think anybody really saw any of it. A high of 76 degrees. Winds out of the north-northwest at about 16 miles per hour. Our pressure holding steady, 29.83. Our UV index was 8, which is very high. Sunrise was at 5:42 a.m. and our record high was 102 degrees back in 1940. Looking at tonight, going to be clear out there, a low of 53 degrees. Winds out of the north at about 10 miles per hour. Sunset will be at 7:38 p.m. and our record low was 41 degrees back in 1948. Looking at tomorrow, sunny days are here again. High of 83, a low of 58. Winds are expected to be coming out of the southwest at about 9 miles per hour. Our UV index is 8 tomorrow, very high. Make sure you're wearing sunscreen, a hat, something like that. You'll get burned. And sunrise will be at 5:41 a.m. Looking at our 7-day forecast, Thursday, gusty winds up to 27 miles per hour, partly cloudy skies with a high of 88 and a low of 57. Friday heading into the weekend, very, very windy over the weekend, folks. 48 mile per hour gusts, partly cloudy skies, a high of 86 and a low of 58. Saturday, clear as a bell out there, except for those almost 60 mile per hour gusts we're expecting. Be very, very careful heading out this weekend. We're talking about high wind advisories galore. A high of 85 degrees and a low of 52 expected for that day. Sunday, windy yet again, 53 mile per hour gusts, a high of 79 and a low of 48. Moving into next week, Monday's looking okay, 77 for the high, 53 for the low. Oh, except for that wind, 35 mile per hour gusts expected yet again on that day. Tuesday, wind's not going anywhere, but they are down for us just a bit. 23 mile per hour gusts with a high of 88 and a low of 59. And our worst weather in the nation today comes to us from Thor, South Carolina, for damaging thunderstorms.
Well, you just look like you were sick about the weather.
Yeah, I was a little under the weather. What can I tell you?
Feeling a little green?
Yeah, that's these technical difficulty.
I know. Sorry for the green Rick, guys.
That's right. Our technical director really likes leprechauns, and unfortunately.
Very good. Well, you know what's happening Saturday?
What's happening
Which
Saturday?
looked like it was your windiest day.
60 mile per hour gusts.
Prom. High school prom is Saturday, and they're going to be wanting to take pictures, at the winery and at Mountain Falls, and it's going to be so windy.
Well, I got 2 words for you, ladies. Hairspray.
Hairspray.
Lots and lots of it. You're going to need it.
Guys, too, these days, because they have longer hairdos.
That's true, yeah. Okay. Guys, it's either, helmet. It's going to theme. We're going to do a theme prom. It'll be military. Everybody wears helmets.
Okay. Wow. Okay, everyone. Well, green flag exercises will be running out at Nellis Air Force Base from May 13th through the 27th. Missions will take place between 2 and 11 p.m. the first week and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. the second week. For more information, contact Nellis Public Affairs at 702-652-2750.
And the campaign to defeat Barack Obama will be holding a radiothon on Thursday, May 19th from 6 to 9 p.m. on KDWN 720 a.m. The program will be hosted by Melanie Morgan, Lloyd Marcus, and Amy Kremer. For more information, you can visit kdwm.com.
Okay, and McDonald's is holding a McTeachers Night. It will be held on Thursday, May 12th from 5 to 7 p.m. Besides seeing your teachers work at McDonald's, you can also enter a raffle to win kids' Happy Meals for a year and more. This event will be benefiting J.G. Johnson Elementary.
Think I can sign up for it, or am I too old for the free Happy Meals for a year?
I know.
Folks, if you missed any part of this newscast, you can watch it all again online at KPVM.TV, or of course, you can just visit our YouTube page. And that being said, it's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle.
From everyone up here on the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening. We'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.
Good night.